This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. In the last episode, we explored Manan, and we found out that one of Julie's old friends is in jail, even though we'd heard about it from someone else before. We also found out that the Republic and Sith are recruiting mercenaries. What for, we don't know quite yet. And also, apparently some Selkath children have also disappeared, and the Republic may have to be up to some misdeeds. How can that be during a war of two opposite sides? Clearly the Republic is all good. Well, gotta keep exploring just to find out what we need to know, because we still gotta get that star map. Let's talk to this drunken lady and tell her and ask her some questions, because obviously being under the influence, she'll be very coherent.
You're new around here, aren't you? My name's Padawan. Care to buy a Sith girl a drink? That is, unless you're one of those simpering Republic soldiers.
Well, I was always into a tough lady, but, oh. I don't have much for the Republic. I'm searching for some ancient ruins or maybe a long-forgotten star map. You're taking an interest in Selkath youth. Let's start. Vauldemare, I'm just here to check out the swoop races.
Well, some of the soldiers like to go and bet on the swoops on their day off, but this planet is bad enough without mingling with the locals. It isn't easy here, you know. Not with all the Republic soldiers walking the streets while we sit and do absolutely nothing. Malak should send a fleet in and conquer this whole sector, KotOR or no. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know?
The way you're swaying, you almost look like you're more sick than actually drunk, or about to throw up, like you're heaving. But I'm in search of some ancient ruins or maybe a long-forgotten star map.
Are you some kind of historian or something? You should forget about the past, look towards the future. That's why I joined the Sith. The Republic is old news. And then I get stuck on Manan, the worst post in the galaxy. It isn't easy here, you know. Not with all the Republic soldiers walking the streets while we sit and do absolutely nothing.
Okay, she's repeating herself now, at least in certain sections. Let's ask her about those missing youths, depending on how you pronounce it, or where you live, where I am.
We Sith are interested in a lot of things. If you're smart, you'll stay out of Sith business. But I don't really want to talk.
Okay, she's repeating herself, so she won't answer our questions.
I get it. I get a little bit wild, and you want to hold it against me. Come on, what's the matter? Afraid I'll drink you under the table? Hey, if you're not man enough to keep up, who needs you? Seems I'm not ladylike enough for some men. Well, I may be a woman, but I'm still a soldier. Barkeep, bring me another round.
If she wasn't part of the Sith and didn't believe in just taking people over, I'd say she'd be... I would talk to her at a bar, you know, I think women soldiers are hot, you know, it's the same thing. I mean, obviously you don't want to hear about that, but I also like, female police officers and stuff like that, you know, just something about that job, you know, that's very appealing. I don't know. Anyway, let's talk to this guy. Greetings, human. There are few places in Auto City where off-worlders are welcome, but here you're at least tolerated. Oh, he's a merchant. Alright, let's see what you got. Hey, he sells adrenals. Oh, just adrenals, okay. Well, do you have any things you can answer? I'm too far busy to spend time conversing, human. I must reserve my time for paying customers, not idle gossip. Well, that was pointless. Alright, see you later. No, nothing with that guy. How about you? You look nice and drunk. Or about to, you know, taste cheese pizza again, or whatever.
Hey, man. Clear out. You're cramping my style with the ladies.
Alright. See you later. Okay, so I think if you keep... I know the swoop races are supposed to be around here somewhere. I think they're in like a... Let's see. Nope, I keep pressing the wrong button. That's what happens when you take breaks every once in a while. You, not paying attention. Well, I think it's in this area nonetheless. So it looks like we didn't find out where the youths are or anything like that. So we'll just keep looking around. See, there's the lady. She's still standing there going, talk to my husband. And we're like, no, not yet. We don't want to. Although we'll have to here in a second, so might as well. Do we want to go and do that? Was this? No, that was in the next floor. Oh, this is the, Oh, okay. This is the, trial house, so let's go ahead and save it before we go inside. Let's see if the trial's already started, or if we need to talk to his friend first before we start it off. So, get out of my way, HK. I order you to get out of my way.
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers.
I am aware of the Republic's indignation. However, witness reports clearly state your Republic soldiers were as willing to engage in violence as the Sith in this case.
They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
Taunts and threats are not sufficient provocation in the eyes of the court. Words can be ignored, which is what your men should have done. I find both the Republic and Sith to be equally at fault for this breach of the peace. I should throw all parties involved in the Otto City jail, but since no Selkath were harmed in this conflict, I will show mercy and levy a fine of 10,000 credits to both sides. This court is dismissed, though I warn you that further disturbance will not be viewed as such leniency. Looks like the Selkath seem to be not wanting to make either one truly mad, just blame both of them. Sounds like they're trying to play all the cards. I don't waste time on individuals who are not involved in my illegal jurisdiction. Do not disturb me. I'm not going to remember that voice later, am I? Oh, well, whatever. Looks like I can't talk to these guys till some type of trial's going on. Republican citizens are welcome unknown, but official inquiries should go through proper channels. Judge Selkath can answer questions of off-world visitors during normal hours. How about a representative? Do you have anything to say to me?
Why can't the Selkath see what the Sith are really like? They should ban them all from this planet.
Because they're trying to play both sides. They don't really care about us. I am Judge Selkath, acting on behalf of the Selkath government of Manan. It is my task today to answer the needs of off-world citizens of both the Republic and the Sith Empire. If you have legitimate grievances with another party, then you should speak to me. You should first, however, consult with the Republic Embassy before pressing formal charges. Is there something you wish to bring to my attention? How'd you know I was from the Republic? Your ship registry is originally from the Republic world of Transseal, therefore you're a Republic citizen. Or are you saying you stole your ship? Apparently the Ebon Hawk is from Transseal, or I think that's how you actually because Seal would be S-E-A-L, Transseal, so. Well that's a nice little tidbit of info. No, perfectly legitimate. I see. Is there more you need? Is there a star map on this world? Star map? Not precisely, but Manan holds many wondrous and exciting locales and treasures. KotOR, not the least of them. Our many ships and boulevards cater to the whim of many species and provide a vibrant nightlife that has been seen to be believed. This and other tourist paraphernalia can be had from your local embassy. Do not waste my time with it. What do you know about the young Selkath who have gone missing? The court is unaware of any missing beings report. Should any substantial evidence come in regards to such disappearance, you should file with us and an investigation will be launched. Is there anything else you require? Well, let's ask about, investigating the case involving Sunry. That is acceptable, I believe. In Manan legal tradition, the defendant can have an arbiter who tries to prove his innocence in court. This arbiter is a neutral party that can investigate and present evidence in the trial, argue on the defendant's behalf. As you are a Jedi, I believe you could fulfill this role adequately.
I suppose your only hope. We have to at least try to help him.
So be it. You are now appointed arbiter in the case of Sunry versus the Sith Empire. Your name and position has been recorded in our files. I will now inform you of the pertinent facts in this case. You have a limited amount of time in which to investigate and organize a defense against your client, and I advise you to use it wisely. Sunry was seen leaving a hotel, leaving behind a dead Sith woman, Elassa Huros. He has been charged with murder and is being held in the Otto City prison facilities. Due to his crippling status, he is being kept in a solitary holding cell. Witnesses claim to have seen the killing and are being detained at the hotel in question, pending the trial. The manager of the hotel has now been informed of your appointment. Elassa was found dead of a blaster wound with an incriminating Republic medal clutched in her hand. This information is uploaded to your database. It would be wise to review all information before the trial starts. You may question Sunry or the witnesses. The evidence in this case is heavily stacked against Mr. Sunry. I believe it will take some doing to absolve him of guilt.
Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
You may also interview the judges here, including myself, to get an idea of the pertinent factors in the case. Since this is also your first case, you are an off-worlder, I feel compelled to add good luck as my final missive. Oh, good. Well, time to gather some info.
One day soon, the Selkath will pay for the indignities they have inflicted on the Sith.
Oh boy, as soon as they take over the world, they're just going to destroy the Manon, aren't they? Alright, well, I guess let's start from the back and see if we can gather any info from the judges before we actually start investigating the crime scene. Since you have been designated arbiter in the same case, I shall question answers that you might have. What do you think of Sunry? Sunry is a former Republic officer who is highly regarded by your people. He is admired by your people here in Manon, and even seems to maintain some sort of relations with them still. If he is capable, as some Republican citizens still believe him to be, he is currently capable of actions that will result in the murder. Is there anything else you wish to ask? Is there anything suspicious about this case? Well, I have often wondered, if Sunry were so innocent, why was he seen fleeing the scene of the crime? Why would he even have running if he had not committed the crime himself, or at least was aware of what occurred? This case seems fairly simple and obvious to me. You Republic types stick together, however, and I assume you will go to lengths to defend him. Alright, so it seems like there might be some interesting questions involved that if he was innocent would have ran away, but he was still kind of acting suspicious, so there probably is more than just he didn't do it. What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? Both empires are at fault for this current conflict. The Republic in the past remained the foundation upon which the Sith Empire grew, and the Sith now, obviously, for starting the war. But no matter the wrongs that have been done in the past, the Sith now have no cause for renewing hostilities. It almost seems as if they just want to conquer everything. I believe the Republic has every right to defend itself and drive the Sith back where they came from. Unfortunately for them, perhaps for us, they do not seem to be doing too good a job of it. Well, it happens with a stagnant government, I guess. See you later. Alright, well. So this guy seems to be about in the middle. He believes he's more in tune to like what the Republic's doing, despite our bad way of doing it. So let's talk to Nail Shakan. Nail Shakan? I suppose I must spend some time talking to you since you are in an official capacity. What do you need? What do you think of Sunry? Sunry was a Republic officer, a hero even. Do you think its Republic masters will let someone so valuable go so easily? I think not. I think Sunry maintains his contacts with the Republic and seeks to escalate the situation here. Interesting. Is there anything suspicious about this case? I find this case to be fairly straightforward. Sunry is from the Republic, Molesta from the Sith. The great empires battling now live out their conflict through their memories too. Is that all? Doesn't seem to care for either side, really. What do you think of the Republic and the Sith? I do not buy the Republic line that this is some epic battle of good Republic against the evil Sith Empire. Sith Empire is merely expansionistic power, much like the Republic was early in its history. It is simply the turning of history where the old is swept away by the better new. Okay, yeah, he truly is in the middle. I already asked him about that, right? Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I asked him that again. Alright, see you later. By the way, kind of guessing or kind of figuring out the judges' personalities will also be important to this case and another bit of story later on, just to let you know. Alright, Judge Kota. Oh, no, but since you've been permitted to defend Sunry against these accusations, I shall assist however I can. What do you think of Sunry? Sunry was a great warrior in his time. He fought for the Republic against the Sith aggression and proved valorous. I have great respect for his accomplishments, and that, if I had tried today, finds himself in his current condition. If the Republic had more individuals like him right now, I do not believe the Sith would be so great a problem for your people. Anything suspicious about this case? I find it questionable that a man with such a reputable past as Sunry would murder a Sith woman, especially not from behind. But in knowing the Sith, there are probably some deception involved. They seek to do the same thing to us here. There have been much pressure from the Sith on our government, and even on the judges themselves, to deliver a guilty verdict in this case. But the letter of the law is absolute, and we shall not be compromised for Sith power games. Well, at least you guys have something going for you, if at least some bit of integrity, if anything. What do you think of the two empires? I find the great battle being waged across the galaxy both disturbing and ultimately tragic. For all its faults, you, KotOR government, has benefited the vast majority of the galaxy for many millennia. To see it fall into ruin in such a short time. I do not like the Sith, that I make no effort to hide. I will even admit I have given the opinion our rule that we should join the Republic, but I must remain impartial. Rule in this case as the law requires. So he's a sympathizer, at least, so we got that for him. Alright. So he got a... So far he got a neutral party for the most part, a Sith, a Republic sympathizer. I Forgot if he was a so he's kind of for the most part a Republic synthesizer. I don't know why I went back to talk to him. I just wanted to make sure. So we got a neutral and 2 Republic sympathizers for the most part. Although I guess technically the way he said, you could say 2 neutral and a Republic sympathizers. So we gotta have a Sith sympathizer around here. Dula.
I shall answer questions pertaining in this case. There's questions only.
What do you think of Sunry?
I find the idea that some half-human cripple could murder someone as obviously competent as the Sith of Lhasa questionable at best. A man who can barely walk killed a Sith warrior in a preposterous. But I wouldn't put it past the Republic to try and arrange such circumstances to see her dead. The Sith are much more straightforward about their intentions.
Is that all? Have you not seen Sith before? Oh, anyway. Anything suspicious?
I find it presumptuous to assume that the crippled Sunry could kill Lhasa. I think there may have been another that would kill her. Perhaps one of the witnesses. I do not know the reason for the metal clutching in Lhasa's hand either. But it may have been that she fought them off, even as she died. I think this may be the work of some Republic conspiracy, and not afraid to say so. The only means I have of hurting the Republicans through Sunry, then so be it.
I knew we were going to have our Sith sympathizer somewhere, and that's this person here.
I think the Republic is an institution sore in need of change. It has gone on too long, and the Sith are in the fresh wind of change blowing across the galaxy. I do not believe in the false stories of the evils of the Sith Empire. They are nothing compared to the oppressive and stagnation that the Republic presents at its core. If I was given the power to decide, Manan would join the Sith, forcing the Republic to accept the new face of the future. But sadly, it appears that I'm wiser and more far-sighted than any immediate superiors. I'm related to civil, judicial matters. I'll judge this case, and I'll find Sunry as guilty as he is charged to be.
So nice to meet an impartial judge for a change.
Impartiality is one thing, blindness is another entirely.
You said it, not I.
Are you finished?
Alright, see you later. Like how basically Jolie called him out. I mean, it's true. Although he didn't call him out in the Republic sympathizer either. So, but it was more in the Republic's case than actually Sunry himself. But yeah. All right. Do you have any extra information, Selkath? As arbiter of the Sunry murder trial. Let's see. I already asked about that. Let me ask about the trial.
You're the right arbiter to
Ask me questions regarding the case. I'm trying to remember what voice I gave him. What do you think of Sunry? Sunry is known to us as a hero of the Republic in your perpetual conflict with the Sith Empire. While he may have been severely injured in the line of duty, I personally hold him in quite high regard.
Speaking of that injury, has it been taken into consideration, Your Honor?
In no way does his disability hamper him, though. Rest assured that my personal regard for Sunry will not affect my judgment. While Mission may rule your synod, the cold hard hand of the law rules here Manan. Except two of your people are either for the Republic or Sith, so that's not impartial, but whatever. Is there anything suspicious about this case?
Yes, there is something that's bothering me. The medal that was found clutched in the Sith's hands. I find it most odd that such a blatantly incriminating piece of evidence be left at the scene of the crime. We've analyzed the evidence, and it does not appear to be a replica, but I still have my doubts. In the midst of the crime, though, Sunry could well have lost it. I have seen much more improbable things happen in my tenure to the courts.
Simply because it was real does not mean Sunry would have overlooked it being in Elasa's hand.
Alright, well, let's ask about his opinions.
The governing bodies of both states seek to keep an amicable relationship with our world in order to facilitate the exporting of KotOR. I do not delude myself into thinking that either of your states hold any great love for us, but we are necessary, so you will let us hold our autonomy. I try not to concern myself with the intergalactic policy. I find it stretches the letters a lot too much for my taste.
At least we know 3 impartials and two biased judges. Alright, well, let's go talk to Sunry and the or hotel dude, and actually, where would those be at, actually? Whoops. It's probably somewhere around this way. I bet it was past that lady. If we go back this way, we'll probably find the prisons. Actually, let's talk to Sunry first, since he's closer, and then we'll go to the hotel. Oh, okay, let me talk to the guard then. You may come and go as you please, Arbiter. You'll find the door unlocked. If you wish to begin your trial, you may make the request with the warden. It shall then be passed on to the judges. I don't want to do that quite yet. Still gotta talk to our witness first before we do that. Okay, he's the warden, so we'll talk to him when we want to start, but we don't want to do that just yet. Oh, random prisoner. See if they have anything to say. And I need to save it after that bit of conversation dialogue. Yeah, it's probably going to be a very heavy story episode again, folks. Sorry. It's going to be a while. Basically, like I said in previous episode, it goes story, 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 then combat or extra section, then story, story, story. So,
when I get out of here, you're dead! I'll gut your fishy little corpse, cut off your head, and bathe in your blood!
Be quiet, off-world scum!
guy sounds like... sorry, the line he used... sounds like something Duke Nukem says in his game. He's like, I'm going to cut off your head and crop down your neck. Well, the original Duke Nukem, not this later one. But anyway, let's talk to Sunry and get his side of the story.
Jolie, what are you doing here? Alora sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the Selkath seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
Well, if that's the case, we still need to look over it. Well, let's see. Let's go over the evidence. Start from the top.
Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Elasa there that night, but it's not what you think. I was working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. Well, I turned Elasa into a double agent working for us. It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given. Elasa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you! Further, they say they found my heroes cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Selkath, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
I still need to talk to the witnesses and any other small details, but you make a few good points. Except some people don't believe that you're as infirm as you act like it, and perhaps your cross was stolen, or perhaps in the scuffle you wanted to leave before you got caught. Who knows? But let's ask him where we should start looking for evidence.
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Selkath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with offworlders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
Yeah, looks like we'll have to, before we finish this trial, we might have to go through the story plot of going through the Sith embassy before to help the Republic and find out more about Sunry's case while we're in there as well. So that's an idea. We should probably do that. Let's talk about a few things just to clear up some misconceptions, shall we?
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
We'll have to ask him about that later when we find more evidence, if there's anything more that we have questions about. But Judges said that you left after the shot was fired.
How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure.
Okay, well, let's talk to them.
Very
then.
well. I suppose there is still much you must do before the trial. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
Alright, well, let's go to the hotel, which was, I think, in the previous area, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think so. So let's go to that, see if there's any of the witnesses there, and find out Sunry's guilt or innocence. Obviously, at first, we think Sunry's obviously innocent because Jolie knows him, but, you know, sometimes people do things in the heat of the moment. You know, like the song, "The heat of the moment. I don't remember all the words to the song. In the heat of the moment." I don't know, I'm only aware of it. I'm not even aware of all the lyrics, frankly. Alright, let's see. Was the hotel... Was it really that far away? I might have to jump cut back to when I go back to the hotel. Because... yeah, I think the hotel was like on the other side of the map or whatever. So I'm going to quick cut to when I get to the hotel, and I'll see you all in just a second. Okay, we're back at the hotel. That didn't take me too long. It was only the next screen, but I thought it'd be best to cut that little bit out.
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want too.
Yeah, you gotta answer my question, see? Who did the murder, see? Did you see what you saw, see? No, I'm just kidding. Tell me what you saw the night of the murder.
The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off.
Could have been after he left?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court.
Yeah, that's pretty circumstantial when you think about it. You will testify that, oh, we could do... You could testify it happened after you left. I could pay you. Now, if you want to get... Now, there are ways to... affect it in this case in the story, and you could get it to your one side. However, in this trial, I want to instigate the official result without affecting the trial initially. But so I'm actually not going to force people to testify against it because we don't notice any them stumbling or acting differently. We want to know the truth of this matter, so we won't persuade or force people to say whatever. So, but he says it was before he left. So,
what do you want to know?
So we'll leave that little crumb there. So Sunry left after the shot. So that already makes him a bit of guilty. But let's keep asking him questions. Who knows? That might be just one piece of the puzzle. What do you know about Sunry and Alasa?
Alasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on.
Sunry said he was trying to turn Alasa, but I don't know. Even I might agree with that guy. There might have been a little Sith Republic hanky-panky going on there, maybe. But who knows? No, that's just supposition. Let's not put words into our mouths. So keep talking. Tell me what you saw the night of the murder.
The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room. He can't
okay,
run.
Sorry. Whoops, I asked that already.
What
Let
do
me
you
go
want
to another question. Who were witnesses in the hotel?
There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally, I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Firith Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know?
So we need to find those two. So we need to find the Rodian and the Pizak player. No, I think we're good.
Well, okay. If you need anything else, I'm gonna be right here.
Alright, so Sunry left after the shot occurs. That means he was at least aware of what happened. So there's the Pizak players. The other is the Rodian here as well. Okay, there's the Rodian, so we need to talk to them. What's our time at? Oh, okay, we're pretty close. So, you know what? I think it's a good time to take a break here. Alright, so in the next episode of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, we're going to continue on with this courtroom drama. We're our own little Perry Mason or Matlock here. We're going to solve the crime and either confirm Sunry's guilt or release him of the crime. Obviously, we won't find that out immediately because we still have to go through a bit of an area of combat and all that before it happens. But we're on our way. So in the next episode, we'll question the witnesses and get a little bit more detail. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. And may the Force be with you.